Getting to one Bitcoin is more important now than ever. Bitcoin is about to go on a massive rally and you will be priced out forever. We are talking about 1 million per Bitcoin. When we will get into that, Goldman Sachs is calling for 3 rate cuts early 2024. If you're using Ledger, they have been hacked again. Do not do anything right now. We'll dive into that really quickly, and we will dive into JP Morgan's thoughts on Bitcoin. Straight off the bat, you can see we're at block height 821,203, local time 6:22 a.m. Later night last night, later stream this morning. Exchange rate is 42,974. We are playing with that $43,000 level. Lot sats per USD is 2,327 there. Now, Goldman Sachs, there will be 3 Fed interest rate cuts in March, May, and June in 2024. This is lining up to be absolutely massive with the halving with the ETF. We'll dive into what JP Morgan is saying in regards to Bitcoin. JP Morgan, hey, Jamie Dimon. Anyway, real quick, if you're using Ledger, they have been exploited, more so within DeFi. I guess that's why it's Bitcoin only here on this channel. Just be aware that they are putting out patches. If you're using it, don't do anything. If you are using Ledger, maybe reach out to someone like the Bitcoin Way. They are a Bitcoin security expert. The exploit reportedly prompts users to connect their wallet via pop-up, triggering a token drainer. Do not interact with any dApps until further notice. Don't interact with any dApps, full stop. Anyway, that's the Sushi CDO, Matthew wrote. It appears that a commonly used Web3 connector has been compromised, which allows for injection of malicious code affecting numerous dApps. What I want to say to that is use open source, use Bitcoin only firmware and Bitcoin only wallets there. Something like the Bitbox, I'm not recommending anything. Do your own research. None of this is financial advice. Slow and steady. Even though they seem to have put out a patch right now, just chill, just wait. Let the community do anything. Don't go scrambling, connecting your Ledger if you are using it. At the moment, you just need to relax and chill in regards to that. Slow and steady, hey? See what the community says. Morning to everyone in the chat. If you can smash it while we are live here. I don't know what's going on with this camera. This is when things move. I moved the desk yesterday. So breaking news, Bitcoin is going to 1 million a coin at some point, whether you own some or not. This is actually happening. Did you get to 1 Bitcoin? You've been stuffing around. I've been talking about it, I've been pushing people, and it's not financial advice, but I'll show you this. This is the shirt that I'm wearing this morning. Study Bitcoin. You need to read the books or eat the bugs. Bloody great one. I'll bring it up every episode. Bitcoin Evangelism. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks very much, Ryan, for writing it, for sponsoring today's episode. Actually read the books. It is getting serious. Obviously, inflation all around the world. The Argentine peso got cut 56% overnight with its purchasing power, roughly. Don't quote me on the exact percentage. This is happening absolutely everywhere in the world. And we're stuffing around. If you've been here now, it's getting real. And I've got a couple of concerns myself. We'll dive into it. But it's not just Rajat saying it. Bitcoin hit 1 million due to a change in monetary policy of the US Fed in 2024, as per Arthur Hayes. Some of the narratives are beginning to shift, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Batten. We've talked about Daniel many times. I just about fell off my chair. And what is a significant shift? The Financial Times just published its first cautiously pro ESG article. Absolutely amazing. Slowly, then suddenly, we've talked about the propaganda shifting the narrative here on the channel. They need to do it slow and steady. They can't just come out all bullish because they've been against it for so long, but they will start changing their tune in regards to ESG. Once BlackRock put out their spot Bitcoin ETF, the narrative shifted very quickly, and we are seeing how good it is for the environment. Obviously, we already know this, but they've been against it for so long. Now they need to change because BlackRock is in charge of it. And you think it's Bitcoin's expensive now? Wait till this ETF comes out. So beyond COP28, a fresh look at Bitcoin's ESG credentials. Could Bitcoin be ESG? Recent rise in the price of Bitcoin is reviving a debate on whether the digital currency could be considered an ESG investment. The recent growth is coming on the heels of proposal approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF as early as next month. Time is ticking, ladies and gentlemen. It is. TikTok, next block. I'll show you this. Block height, 821,203. We covered that, but till the next halving, there is only 18,797 blocks to go. We're 91.05% of the way there. So what have you been doing in this time? Have you been stacking? Have you been chilling? Have you been buying on the red days, enjoying the green days? Or are you just here for some bubblegum in your brain? I have a big concern that none of us have enough Bitcoin. I'll jump into my thoughts and a question that I want to propose to everyone. If you're watching live, smash the like button. Bitcoin has been criticized for its heavy electricity use. Yearly electricity use from Bitcoin miners, 137.91 terawatts, or the equivalent to the power usage of Ukraine. Interesting, hey? It's funny how they throw it in there. Investors such as Daniel Batten say there is potential for Bitcoin. This is in the Financial Times, ladies and gentlemen. They're quoting Daniel Batten here. Bitcoin energy consumption is high and will continue to go up. This is for certain. However, it is a mistake to say this means it is anti-ESG. Bitcoin's large electricity usage could turn out to be beneficial in some cases. Batten argued whether it could soak up excess supply of energy generated via renewable sources such as solar or wind. A KPMG report looking at Bitcoin ESG notes potential social benefits too. Slowly, then suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, checkmate, we have won. In regards to checkmate, Daniel has been such an incredible force for change when it comes to the environmental narrative for Bitcoin. There are a lot of positive angles for the asset network, but this one is, in my view, the most significant shift in public opinion. When you talk to normies in regards to Bitcoin, Bitcoin, it's so bad for the environment, it's magic internet money. The narrative, the Financial Times are putting this article out. BlackRock, the marketing, where we are today, 42,939 right now. Wait till BlackRock comes out and they can go back and they can use this research for their credibility and how good Bitcoin is for the environment, how good it is for social and governance. Now, Michael Saylor, FASB, he had three things to send Bitcoin to $5 million. So do you have enough? The first one was the ETF. Other one was FASB. And there's one more Freudian slip or mind slip this morning. We're only one away now. We are only one away. Absolutely amazing. So FASB has officially adopted fair value accounting for Bitcoin for fiscal years beginning after December 15, 2024. This upgrade to accounting standards will facilitate the adoption of Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset by corporations worldwide. Justin, Bitcoin Magazine, former PayPal president says new fair value accounting for Bitcoin is actually a big deal. This removes a large obstacle stand in the way of corporations holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, Bitcoin news again. Companies now have the option to adhere to updated FASB accounting regulations which permit them to assess their Bitcoin treasury based on fair value. This is a departure from the prior rules that solely account for losses and disregarded gains. Absolutely massive. I've brought up the website here. FASB issues standard to improve the accounting for and disclosure of certain crypto assets. The Financial Accounting Standard Board, which is FASB, today published an Accounting Standards Update, AUS, intended to improve the accounting for and disclosure of certain crypto assets. Now, this crux of it. It will provide investors and other capital allocators with more relevant information that better reflects the underlying economics of certain crypto assets and an entity's financial position while reducing cost and complexity associated with applying current accounting. The amendment and the ASU are effective for all entities for the fiscal year beginning after December 15, 2024, including interim periods within those fiscal years. Early adoption is permitted for both interim and annual financial statements that have not yet been issued or made available for issuance. If amendments are adopted in an interim period, they must be adopted as of the beginning of the fiscal year. That includes that interim period. So now, this is my concern. We all know how important Bitcoin is. We stack and we chill, which I get. I totally get it. I won't swear, WTF, what the fluff happens to those who either, I'll read my own tweet, give me 2 secs. What happens to those who either ignore it and don't take the time to study it or do not have the financial means to, say, obtain 0.1 to one Bitcoin as a base case? Did you get to one? This is why I think it's so important. What happens to them long term? It keeps me awake at night. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. To me, without Bitcoin, the world would be a very different place. People say gold, but obviously gold, that's not a long-term hedge against inflation. It hasn't worked. Yes, if you are here now, you are the new elite. Doesn't matter regarding everyone else. Should we care? I do, and nearly everyone is about to miss this opportunity we've had over the last few years. If correct and a new elite is forming, maybe the new wave. So there's some of the answers here. Wave elites will share your empathy and do what they can to help the world. There will likely always be a divide between the rich and poor, strong and weak, as history proves this. So this is why I drive this message to do everything you can to become the new elite. Be a good person, pay it forward to be able to help out. Otherwise, if we leave it to the people that are in power at the moment, the world doesn't look like a great place. We have hope, we have freedom. It's study Bitcoin, it's stack sats and chill. Now, this was an interesting one. They will work turn sats from those who listen, put the work in and hodl for years, which wouldn't be so bad. But are people that have stacked and they've studied Bitcoin over this time, are they actually going to depart with their Bitcoin, or are they going to use it as collateral and they're going to just pay people in dirty fiat for their services to run their business? It'd be interesting because we're going to get to an inflection point where Bitcoin, you will not be able to get the amount of sats back that you have now. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I think it is what it is. You need to be aware of it and make the most. Stack while it is chill. If you live paycheck to paycheck without any savings, there is no difference to be poor in fiat or Bitcoin. If you can save part of your earnings, be it $1 or 100K. So thanks very much to Andy, Bezalel and Diamond, a crypto lover. Anyway, Bitcoin makes the difference, and those who can save in Bitcoin but don't, sorry, I'm not sorry. I think that sums up my thoughts right now. If you can save in Bitcoin and you don't, if you've been here, you've been listening, you're not stacking Bitcoin, sorry, but not sorry, because you have the opportunity to be able to help, to be able to provide hope. And I think DPLP, I feel sad for them, sums up my thoughts. Now, British HODL, in regards to the multiplier effect, we went from the silly notion that the Bitcoin market multiplier is probably 3 to 1 before I started posting videos to now even the most inexperienced person in finance and math understands that Bitcoin is closer to 101 and seen it play out in the market. Started posting in August, it's now December. If I can shift the Overton window range of acceptability on the idea of Bitcoin's bull market multiplier in 4 months, I'm spending $0, just time to do it. Imagine what BlackRock and Fidelity and Grayscale and ARK and the others can do in 5 years with hundreds of millions of dollars of marketing budgets and control over all capital flow and advertising channels with absolute financial incentives to do so. Bitcoin is about to become more obvious than you can imagine, and you're running out of time. Get to one Bitcoin. Now, this is why it's so important. I will jump into the comments very shortly. Bitwise Spot Bitcoin ETF has been listed on the DTCC under ticker BITB. Not as good as HODL, but I don't know, BitsB. I don't know, it's okay. I liked the one HODL. I won't be buying. I'll just be stacking, holding cold storage. Obviously, not ledger, ladies and gentlemen. James, Valkyrie Funds submitted a new one, S1 at 6:01 a.m. this morning. They are joining Bitwise and Invesco by stating that creations and redemptions will only occur in cash. Like Invesco, this filing specifically says they want to use in-kind in future if when allowed. We are up back to $1.7 trillion. It's funny, it falls below it and it feels sometimes like we're never getting back there. A couple of days later, up 3.3% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin price 43,105. That is incorrect. We will jump into it more closely and hit refresh. I just want to show you the 24-hour high and low. With the Fed meeting yesterday, we absolutely pumped. So 42,067 up to 43,329. We're sitting just under 43,000 at the moment, 42,961 and 90 cents. JP Morgan, love him or hate him, I picked the later, the latter. JP Morgan said it's cautious about cryptocurrency markets in 2024. This is a hilarious article here, but expects Ether to outperform Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency due to an upgrade that will make the Ethereum blockchain more scalable. They're just shilling ETH. I did go through and read it all. They're talking about proto-dunk sharding. If you're bullish on ETH, you're a freaking idiot. It's even the lead developers said if you know how the sausage is made, you wouldn't be staking as much Bitcoin. You wouldn't think I'd stake as much Bitcoin as what I did because we understand how the sausage is made. It's all a bloody scam. The guy runs around in a bloody unicorn shirt. And if anyone thinks Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin, you're out of your mind, absolutely out of your mind, or people thinking XRP or Solana, all of that's absolute nonsense. In regards to Ethereum, there's other things that are faster, cheaper, do more fucking stupid shit on there, so stay away from it. Now, last thing with Ledger Connect kit breach, hacker siphons 484K, company rolls out version 1.18. Be bloody careful, just slow down, don't do anything, just relax, just chill, wait, listen to Bitcoin people on Twitter, not crypto bros talking about it. Don't connect to anything if you have made that mistake there. So I will jump into the comments really shortly. Good morning, Baseline Benny. Hey, Shawnee, how's it hanging down low? G'day, oranged people. Love it. Croc, g'day, brother. Hope all is well today. It is. G'day from Brizzy. G'day, Sean. Let's get some God candles rolling. Let's see if I can bring up the Bitcoin Argentine peso chart. Let's see here over year to date. It does not look like what I'm looking for. It's just bringing up some bloody Coinbase crap there. There's already God candles forming. It just depends what country and what reference you are using. It's happening slowly, then suddenly. This is why it's so important. We don't want a God candle now. Make the most of this opportunity. The red days, whatever it is, get to your one Bitcoin. It's not financial advice, but what if you are priced out of Bitcoin forever and you're here on the sidelines and you're waiting for 30K, even 38K, maybe we get a pullback to 38K. It is going to be choppy leading up to this ETF. Is it buy the rumors, sell the news? That's usually how history has performed in the past. Will this time be different? Maybe. They're dangerous words. But are you on the sidelines or are you making the most of it? That's my thoughts in regards to it. In regards to the God Candles Outlaw, though, they are coming. Absolutely, they're coming. We need to make the most of it before stack and chill. Virginia, absolutely love Virginia. Brian, what a beautiful place, hey? What a very, very beautiful place in the world. G'day, mate. Bitcoin Australia. Love it into the forest. I'm using alts to fund more and more Bitcoin while I can. Stack, stack, stack. Best of luck to you, Outlaw. G'day, Jacob. One smart Aussie. Bitcoin Australia, stack it. G'day from Texas. I've not been to Texas. What's it like? Like, I imagine it's similar to here. Dry and hot, maybe not humid, maybe a hotter, dry. I guess it's a very large state. I'd love to hear your thoughts there. Has anyone seen fees on Bitcoin? Killing me. Went to send $50 Bitcoin. Fee was $49 Bitcoins. Ordinals, traffic. You should be able to change your fee as well, depending on what service you're using, and do it slowly. It can't be $49. It should not be anything like that. That was from Wallet, and I thought send to Wallet was gross fees. Jacob Sheldon has noticed it too. Still waiting on transfer for 2 days because I picked the cheapest fee. I'm at the back of the line. I hate wizards. They're actually really not taking up that much space. They are taking up extra space, and they're going in with very small amounts. So you just need to beat them a little bit. Jump on to Checkmate is actually a really good one on Twitter in regards to ordinals and the fees there. No idea. They're ridiculously high lately. It is because of ordinals. It's part of the problem. They're going to get a whole lot worse. So UTXO management and Bitcoin sessions is somebody that you need to follow on, mainly on YouTube, but Twitter as well in regards to UTXO management. Very important now than ever because it is going to go up more and more. And then we're going to have a layer 1 or layer 2 scaling solutions like Lightning, Liquid later down the track. But for big settlements, base chain, hey? I know ordinals are a thorn because they jacked fees up. Use Lightning as much as possible. Lightning, it feels like you pay absolutely nothing. Send to exchange was 49. That hasn't been signed till literally today, bruh. I know this. My apologies, Jacob. Bloody hell. May I ask why you're sending it to an exchange, out of curiosity? Bloody hell. $31 yesterday to move from wallet to wallet. Absolutely crazy. Don't forget to destroy and humiliate or humble the like button before your device blows up in 30 seconds. 29, 28, no. My ledger is a paperweight now. Have you seen those videos where people smash him, flame torch him and stuff? Hilarious. Ledger's not a good company. They've compromised users' data so many times. This latest compromise, just stay away. Open source, Bitcoin only is probably the best way to go. Video coming out with Tony from the Bitcoin Way tomorrow. We dive into it a little bit, actually in depth a lot. It's a bloody great conversation. So I'll drop that one for you. Trying to decide on a cold wallet. Go on to BTC sessions on YouTube and listen to him. Very big advocate of CoinKite's cold card. For wallets, go and listen to Ben there on BTC sessions. Trip domain nurse, not open source, support shitcoins hacked, customer details leaked, etc. They're the worst. West Texas hot and dry, north is Tornado Alley, east is 90% humidity and hotter than the devil's ass. Wow, what an interesting place. Be a good place to go for a endurance walk, I'm sure. 90% humidity, sort of sounds like Cairns. It just got that cyclone, which wasn't too bad. Opinion on the best wallet, go to BTC sessions. Yesterday I watched Papa Power standing there reading BS. Let's call it out. They were bullshit figures. Absolutely. A lot of double speak there and data off a laptop. Keynesian economics at its best, just like watching shit being flushed down a toilet bowl. It's pretty interesting. Hey, obviously we streamed it here live yesterday and he said blatantly, we just make it up as we go. We have no idea where we're going. And in the past, they have said they are sailing the ship via the stars or something to that tune. Papa Power, they're all off their head. Whatever they can do to manipulate, to be able to steal your hard-earned energy, because that's all currency is. It's a payment for your energy, for your life force. Make the most of it, even if you're earning dirty fiat. That's why we need to put it into sound hard assets. Morning, Skins, g'day, brother. Check out Foundation, Passport, Air Gap, open source, Bitcoin only, simple to use. It's by Mr. Android. Has anyone used the Foundation Passport wallet? Will do. YouTube won't let me tag anymore for some reason. You tagged me just now. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure enjoying that video that comes out tomorrow with the Bitcoin Way. The message here is what the Fed are doing. They are going towards a pivot. They can't say it so blatantly, slowly and steady. The Financial Times putting out pro ESG Bitcoin articles. I think the marketing, the narrative for Bitcoin is going to shift very quickly once these ETFs are in place. We have this opportunity. Do we get a big dip? Do we get a correction? It is possible. But when we're at, 25K, people were calling for 13K. We're now at $43,000. So history doesn't always repeat, but over time, Bitcoin keeps going up. And definitely, Laura, have a very beautiful day. Be blessed.